All right, brothers, sisters, and non-binary siblings in Christ. We've got more Collargate stuff. I'm shamelessly milking the fuck out of this situation. I don't care. I don't care. It's like the biggest drama that's happening right now, so we might as well keep covering it. Internet Versus released another video. There was a video he released before this that I didn't think was like worth reacting to that much, but it's Internet Versus Collargate the remote. So fuck it, dude. We're going into the slop. We might as well keep going with this Hasan Parker shot color thing. If you're not up to speed, Hasan Parker's getting lambasted on the internet for allegedly shocking his dog. It's more than likely that he shocked the dog. There's like a lot of overwhelming evidence that points to him shocking the dog. There's no way that Kaya clipped her paw on anything. And yeah, I mean, we're gooning. Let's just goon.
The Collargate scandal seems to have no breaks, as just a couple days ago, a clip made the rounds of a remote control on Hasan's desk, which appears to be that for a shot collar. Hasan switched to a camera angle showing an above view, and when he noticed the remote on his desk,
Dude, it's fucking crazy how people are willing to go full conspiracy brain for this. Not to say that this isn't evidence, but it's like people are really digging into this and like finding so much stuff on Hasan Parker.
Quickly slid it out of the way, causing, of course, the internet to analyze it and come to the conclusion that they believe the remote is for the shot collar. Now, some still defend Hasan, saying that these remotes work for any collar, but another clip also made the rounds with Cutie Cinderella, a fellow streamer friend of Hasan, saying that she saw the tape herself over the collar, a theory that many crafted and speculated on in the second part of the series that we've gone over when Hasan showed the collar on stream.
Yeah, Cutie Cinderella literally admitted that it was a shot collar, and I'm gonna believe Cutie Cinderella on this because she has a literal podcast with Hasan, and Taylor Lorenz was literally trying to run the narrative that like, oh, but you know, they didn't do that, you know, like there's no evidence for this and it's really tough to do. Oh, okay, Taylor, cool, great journalism.
Now, there's all sorts of different reasonings and angles and thoughts that Hasan has given on the Collargate scandal, but some of his defenders still say that all these things can hold up simultaneously. That Kaya actually clipped her claw, that the vibrate-only collar is real because he removed the prongs, and a whole bunch more. We'll get into it. If you've been following the series, I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. Welcome to the Internet versus Collargate, the remote. It starts when StarCraft 2020 posted this clip on the livestream fail subreddit with a caption, Hasan notices a shock dog collar remote on his stream.
I'm gonna put the Y shot. Boom.
Yes, we can. Hi, Jack.
He pushes that out of frame. Yeah, it's very sus for sure. It's almost like he knew what he was doing was wrong, but I don't know, man. It's like, why did you not feel the need to like have that moved until you had your camera on the wide shot frame?
Where's the camera, no?
No.
Think about going outside.
And Slight Ad replies to this picture in the caption, oh shit.
Oh shit!
And 2412-2020 says, caught. Millennium Hawk replies to this meme of Hasan saying, I'm protecting her. The floor is lava. Julie La Maupin says, guys, we cracked the case. I think he shocks his dog. And Internal Shine replies, the best bit is always when his fans drop the newest bullshit to justify the latest damning evidence. Let's see what it is this time. And Array says, they've given up and they're just calling everyone obsessed now. Gregory says, this is why if you stream
Oh yeah. Almost like they're obsessed with their person that they're parasocial for. Yeah, right. We're the obsessed ones, but not when you're parasocial.
8 hours a day, 7 days a week, you shouldn't tell such obvious lies. You will always be found out by internet Tylenol users. And Long Jumping Yak said,
The fuck does internet Tylenol users have to do with any? What the fuck? Little bit RFK Jr. coded there. Fuck. All right.
It's funny some of his fans were defending him, saying that he wouldn't be dumb enough to secretly shock his dog on stream. Well, turns out he is that dumb. And Background Ad replies, well, it's actually just a big push from Israel, Ethan, Destiny, Asmongold, LSF, Twitter, Reddit, Rightwing that are pushing this false narrative of totally innocent and victim Hasan the Saint Piker.
Yeah, I really hate when people use the excuse that the Hasan Parker shot color thing is a far-right movement. No, it's not. It's, there might be far-right people that are co-signing it because, like, they hate Hasan, but I've seen a lot of left-wing people criticize Hasan and, like, try to look into this shot collar thing who believe that he more than likely shocked his dog. I don't know why Hasan didn't just come forward and been like, oh, yeah, no, I used a shot collar. Yeah, I used it. Because, like, the problem is that Hasan is just going to keep lying about it. He instinctually lies about everything, and he does what Donald Trump does. It's like, anytime there's an allegation presented, he just lies about it, and he's never going to admit straightforward about it. That's why I still am of the belief that Hasan Parker is literally just left-wing Donald Trump.
Some brain-rotten Hasan supporter. Playton says, lol, it's clearly the remote for the ET30 that he was literally holding up on his stream. He's hiding in plain sight. Attaching first a link to the My Dog Nutrition website showing this shock collar that is the alleged one Hasan had that people, showed that he taped over, and this remote here, along with this side-by-side showing the one laying down.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like there's a legit match. This, and the fact that he reaches over on his camera to push something, yeah, it checks out.
On the right there, and then this here on the left is the controller. Back over to Reddit, Gregory says, bro really thought the worst tape job of all time was going to convince anyone outside of his cult. And Pants Full of Pants says, it's so funny when
it seemed like he proved it wrong at first, you know what I mean? I still was very skeptical because I was like, why didn't you just show this before? But then when people were bringing up the tape thing, I was like, oh, wow, yeah, he could have done that. Yeah, that is true.
Holds that poorly modified collar up to the camera, and he's obviously holding it a certain way to try to obscure it, and you can tell from his body language that he's uncomfortable showing it and wants to get it off camera ASAP. If that were really the vibrating version, he'd have proudly put the thing right in front of the camera with confidence and held it still in plain view from all angles. WTF his space says, and it's in the exact spot it always is in those clips. Yeah, Zen my ass. And Lion Strangler replies, this has gone from 99.99% certainty he did it to the full 100%. Anyone saying he didn't shock her is massively coping.
Yeah, true.
And Greedy Economics replies, according to the cult, you're part of an Israeli DGG Ethan right-wing genocidal denial psyop to destroy the reputation of the world's most important streamer.
Yeah, how could you be fucking criticizing Hasan Parker when there's a genocide going on? Oh my gosh! Actually, technically, I'm pretty sure there's a ceasefire going on in, Israel and Gaza, right now. So, once that, fully goes through, which me personally, I don't really have high hopes that it's gonna go through. It just seems like it's, you know what I mean? Israel and Hamas have broken ceasefire agreements many times in the past, so I don't imagine this is gonna continue going through for very long. But, if it ever fully went into effect and they both stopped engaging in this war, then there's no excuse that, far-left people are gonna use to deflect from criticism.
Post the Pepe Sylvia gif, but I don't know how. Best Friend Kick also tweets out the clip with the caption, Hasan Piker notices a shock dog collar remote on his stream. Enemy OK quote tweets the clip by saying, so am I still insane, or are you people ready to admit it was real all along? Evan Levorfs quote tweets Best Friend by saying, he very clearly said Kaya has a collar that vibrates. They also come with remote controls. And Cactus replies,
I mean, yeah, it's basically confirmed at this point, because, in the fucking Taylor Lorenz video, if you guys haven't seen that video, go watch my Taylor Lorenz coverage of this story. Cutie Cinderella literally admits that it was a shock collar.
It's literally the remote from the shock collar. The vibration collar remote is a different color. Wade Plemons quote tweets Best Friend by saying, this dude lied straight to your face. He definitely does have shock collar on the dog and a remote for it within arm's reach. Also, he can zap his dog to sit still for hours. He lied about it because he knows it's a terrible thing to do. And all of you that rush to defend it should be ashamed. Gary Dean Jenkins says, it's a vibrate collar and the dog caught its dew claw in the one video. There are others with no Yelp. I still think he is cruel to make the dog sit there that long. And Wade replies, incorrect on all counts. Yeet also posted the clip with the caption, Best Friend Kick did some investigation work and found a sus looking controller type device on Hasan's desk from a Christmas time stream. And Knight's Kitchen replies with this picture in the caption, wait, it's actually confirmed. And you can see a bit closer up from what we looked at earlier. You can see here this text looks to be right there. Then we have on/off light looks to be right there. And this appears to be this what looks like maybe a screw or a plug. Not entirely sure, but that's the part that they're connecting. He tweets out this clip with the caption, Asmongold reacts to the new Collargate clip and reads the top LSF comments.
This is the remote for the vibrating gate, I swear. Why does he move this one specific thing out of the frame? It must be the Jews.
Oh no! Got him!
It's clearly the ET300 remote that he is literally holding up on his stream. He's hiding it in plain sight. Just like Trump, apparently. Oh God.
Damn, this really is Hasan's equivalent to the fucking Epstein files. Again, it's not as bad as the Epstein files, and the Epstein files is a grander scale, but in the sense that this shit is just not going away for Hasan Parker whatsoever, and this is the thing that really is like one of Hasan's bigger controversies. It lasted way longer than I thought it was going to, because every other Hasan Parker controversy, you would think that Hasan would get canceled for a bunch of other shit he said in the past, but no, turns out all it took was him shocking his fucking dog.
Oh my god. This is the one people thought it was. It's the gun for his vibrating Zen gate. That doesn't look like a gate remote. Holy shit, it keeps getting worse. And it's in the exact same spot that it always is in those clips. Educator ET3000 Mini.
Asmongold, that's ET300. Can you not read fucking basic numbers correctly, Asmongold? What the fuck? ET300.
Oh, man.
When you've been living with the cockroaches for too long.
Wow.
I'm gonna put the Y shot. Boom.
It's really an emotional moment for Asmongold, but not really. He kind of just is playing it up for stream, obviously.
Oh my god. Wow. Man. So this is 100% unequivocally proven now. If I had to bet on it, I'd bet that this is what happened. Yeah.
Tectone screenshots part of this clip and posted on his page with the caption, "Go ahead, Hasan. Lie. Lie again like you always do. Why do you think the truth never favors you, Hasan? It's because you are a disingenuous rat fuck piece of shit liar. Oh, and guess what? It's about to get way worse for you sooner than you think."
I don't know why you had to put a masculine voice on for Tectone. Tectone just sounds like the fucking most, like, pathetic. I don't know. Tectone is just so pathetic. I really don't like Tectone very much.
Best friend tweets out
If I had to pick between Asmongold and Tectone, I'd probably pick Asmongold. I don't really like Asmongold much either, but, like, at least Asmongold is, like, I don't know. He's just, like, everything Asmongold says is just, like, he rage baits and he's just in it for money.
this clip with the caption, "Ethan Klein and Nicholas Diorio react to new evidence showing Hasan Piker's remote controller to Kaya's shock collar."
Oh, we have a break.
Of course, Ethan is going to be fucking petty about this. I mean, Ethan is a petty motherfucker. He will react to, like, literally anything remotely against Hasan. He'll just, like, go with it. And that's part of the reason why people like Ethan, is just because he's super, super petty.
Breaking clip. Hold on, see this.
We love Ethan, though. You know, like, he has taken a lot of W's this year, and he is objectively in the right in this, like, Hasan beef he's had this year.
This is the problem. This is just, it's breaking as it's happening. He runs, but it's catching up with him faster. This is tough. So here we have Hasan Piker, sir, notices shock collar remote on his stream.
Oh, shit.
What is this? Let's take a look.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this back on.
Boom.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, again. Hi, Jack.
Oh,
Oops.
this fucking.
Okay. Oh my god, so stupid. Okay, he's just like fucking Emperor Palpatine. Technically, Emperor Palpatine does with his hands, so it's not quite that. He just like shoots lightning out of his eyes. Oh my god, maybe Electro from The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I guess, would be more accurate. I don't know.
Alright, so
That is no gate remote, let me tell you.
the wire, transmitting wire, looks exactly.
It has
Yeah.
the antenna.
Yeah.
No, it more than likely is the shot color remote, and Hasan knows that it's bad and it looks bad, so that he's pushing it out of frame. It's really crazy how Hasan is more scared about his optics than actually, like, concerned about whether or not his relationship with his dog is any good.
Has
Yeah.
exactly
The antenna
the
is
same
exactly the
shape.
same
Yeah.
size.
And the way that he sneakily pushes it away from camera. Oh
Bro.
my god.
Boom.
Oh
Yes,
god. Oh my god, you're so embarrassing.
This is why you don't
cringe.
lie on the internet. They will find it.
Boom.
You will be caught.
You are so cooked, Hasan.
Yeah, you can see here very clearly. This one right here is very damning.
That's
got-
identical.
I mean, it's the same shape. How many
yeah.
circular things? Come on, guys. What are we doing? This is spicy hot, guys. This is fresh off the press.
Hey, what is this? Hasan? What? Dude, every time I refresh the page, there's just another clip.
I'm gonna put the Y shot. Boom.
Yes, again.
Oh, get that shit out of there! Dude, this guy got caught in the Panasonic digital replay. What fucking angle is this? It's like we're getting the replay. It's like, dude, we're getting like the replay view from like a fucking hockey game of this guy's thing right now. There it is. Hasan Piker reaches for it. He's got it right there. He moves it off to the side. Oh, wow.
I didn't know Nicholas Diorio was a fucking huge hockey fan. That I didn't know. I don't watch much Nicholas Diorio. Also, I just noticed Nicholas Diorio has a URR sweater. Bro, come on. If you know, you know. I'm not even gonna elaborate what that reference is. Again, if you know, you know.
Masterful performance from Hasan Piker. I've never seen anything like it.
No.
Dude, I can't. I absolutely can't. What is this fucking camera angle, dude?
Are we serious?
And Trench Sweep replies, what's the goal here? Do y'all want him to lose his dog?
Yes. Yes, like you act like that's a fucking like big like own, but like yeah, I don't think Hasan can own his dog very well. Like he's not mature enough. He clearly doesn't care about Kaya's well-being whatsoever. There's a clip of him yanking the dog's tail. I feel like if Kaya got a new owner, I legit feel like she would be in a much better place and she would be much happier. Genuinely. I'm not even kidding. Like, I genuinely feel like Kaya deserves a new owner rather than Hasan. Hasan very clearly is not mature enough to own a dog.
And Parking Tiger says, if he's abusing it, yes. And Trench says, I don't believe it's blatant. Cool, Dylan.
Alright, well, I mean, I guess, I don't know, man. That's gotta be bait.
Tweets out this clip on the livestream fail subreddit. Cutie confirms the collar had a shock function before the prongs were removed.
Incredible. All of Hasan's lies are catching up to him. This is why you don't lie. This is why that you shouldn't lie on the internet. Unfortunately, though, there are people who are very, very good at lying and can get away with it for a very, very long time. But again, that's why you don't lie, because eventually people are going to catch you in lies.
No, there's no shock. Like, the electric prongs are taken out of it.
But here's my thing, right?
Like, it's only a vibrate. Like, there's a setting for vibrate and there's a setting for shock.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So there's only since the prongs are in it only vibrates.
And Lazy Ectomorph replies, place, cutie, place. And PME or PhD says, imagine this was Ethan's dog or something. Exactly same scenario, but it's Ethan instead of Hasan. How would Hasan react, I wonder? Still call people delusional? And Jabroni Sand says, Hasan wouldn't care because he clearly does not like dogs. His orbiters would lose their goddamn minds though. You're absolutely right. Lil J630 says, even more reason to show it day one if you really had the prongs taken out instead of the way he did the next day. And Photograph Enable replies, Hasan had trying to uphold two distinct lies at once, and both of them would be redeemed if he had taken the collar off during those 4 hours and showed the chads. That's all you need to know that he's guilty. And Kadion replies, yeah, if it was a vibrate-only model, Hasan would never leave that up to interpretation. You'd also post this clip with the caption, Cutie Cinderella defends Hasan at the Face House, claims Kaya's e-collar had a shock function before the prongs were removed. And Dom says, she got her claw stuck. I reached for Zen. It's only a vibration collar. It was the gate button. It's a shock collar with prongs removed. We are here now.
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 or 6 different lies. It's very interesting because like Hasan's audience is like willing to lie for him in this regard as well. Like it's almost like they don't care that Hasan lies. They just want Hasan optically to look good to the public, and so they're willing to lie with him. It's like uber parasocial.
And the Orb Ponder replies, literally all of those things can be true at once.
Alright, well, you're a typical Twitter user. I don't know what to expect.
And Dom says, you are literally retarded.
Whoa! I didn't say that. I just said they're a typical Twitter user. There are other words to use than that word.
Lucky Gecko posts in the livestream fail subreddit this clip with the caption, after the initial incident, Cutie Cinderella went to Hasan's house to check the collar. She confirms the tape theory.
So, what I understand, I went to his house, I looked at the collar is taped off where I think there would be prongs.
Yeah.
There's no zap. There's only a vibrate function.
Yeah.
So I would agree to that. If
And Nutella Banana Bread replies, Sherlock Holmes, there's no way this man could have shot a gun 2 days ago, because his gun is not currently loaded. And Glittering Bandicoot replies, Your Honor, my client is not guilty. How could he have emptied the entire magazine into the victim if the magazine is currently empty? I rest my case. Checkmate, atheists. Berg the Beast says, I'm not sure she realizes what she's revealing here.
Yeah, I think it's almost like he asked Cutie Cinderella to cover for him, and then she accidentally fucking caught herself in an admittance of something that really fucks Hasan over greatly.
And Shaking Things Up replies, I don't think she's aware of much. And Talon says, while Cutie may be a good friend, she really does have a way of incriminating people.
That's funny. Wow.
And Professional Pungo replies, to be fair to Cutie, when all your defense is lies because you are clearly guilty, it's hard for friends to not incriminate each other. That's why cops talk to many people separately to see if the stories make sense.
Yep, that makes sense.
And Meister Heller says, especially when you're like 6 stories into the lies now. And South No 3340 says, Hasan created a shocking multiverse with how many versions of reality he claims there are. Yeet also posted a clip
shocking multiverse, the the Collargate cinematic universe. Crazy.
Caption and
the CCU.
Cinderella says she went to Hasan's house after the initial Collargate clip to check the collar, and Nicholas Diorio replies, chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Chardy says, yeah, a millionaire would definitely buy a shock collar to remove the prongs and electric tape over it rather than just buying a vibration collar. She just sealed his fate. Evan Loves Worf again quote tweets this clip by saying, interesting, so you're saying that everything Hasan said was truthful and accurate. And Leonore replies, the tricks you're doing on it right now is crazy, dog.
Crazy.
And Evan says, he said it only has the capacity to vibrate. If what Cutie Cinderella is saying is true, then this was an accurate statement, and importantly, he isn't shocking the dog.
You cherry-picked the beginning part of what Cutie Cinderella said. Cutie Cinderella said it had a shock feature at the very end of the clip. And if you read between the lines, those two statements cannot be true. It only has the capacity to vibrate. It has a shock feature on it. And the prongs would be removed. Yes, so the correct assumption to make would be that Hasan probably removed the prongs a day after, and probably wouldn't use the shock prongs, like, openly, but then he accidentally used it that one time on stream. That is probably the more likely interpretation of that, instead of just, like, being like, it only has the capacity to vibrate. When you say it like that, you make it sound like the shock color can only vibrate.
Nicholas Diorio tweets the clip by saying, Cutie Cinderella fucking sucks. And Legend replies, why is this 31-year-old woman hanging around a bunch of 19 to 22-year-old bros? It's sad, really. XQC reacts to the clip when Yeet posts the clip with the caption, XQC reacts to Cutie defending the collar.
Shock, like the electric prongs are taken out of it.
But here's my thing, right?
Like.
Okay. I get it. It can't shock because the prongs are taken out, she says. Okay, it makes sense, yeah. I mean, sure. Well, I mean, it can't shock anymore, I guess.
But it had the capability to shock before. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Again, XQC has been, like, super detective on a lot of things recently. I do think that this detective arc XQC is on could be, like, an interesting turning point for his streaming career.
Model 10 before the 10. No, I get it. That's crazy. You guys, you know what's crazy, don't chat? Because at least he's the first one to at least admit that without the prongs removed and the tape, it would shock. Everybody keeps defending that the model cannot shock at all. They kept arguing that. That's not true. At least he confirms that.
Like my hoodie and shocked myself on level 10, and it almost took off my neck.
No, there's no shock. Like the electric prongs are taken out of it.
But here's my.
Yeah, that's a very huge mistake, obviously. Cutie Cinderella should have just. I think Cutie Cinderella should have just, like, shut the fuck up and just not talk about it at all.
Like, it's only a vibrate. Like, there's a setting for vibrate and there's a setting for shock.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So there's only the, like.
Well, now it is, but on day one, when it was wearing it, the prongs were not removed. Nobody buys that. Yo, on the day one of it, before the tape incident, let's give it a buck. That shit shocked for real. Oh yeah. The next day, oh guys, it's dead. Come on, bro. We know for a fact, day one shocks 100%. Okay.
Since the prongs are in it.
And day two can still shock, but not at the prong level. But the functionality can still do it.
And Noble replies, yeah, exactly. XQC basically called out the mental gymnastics. Cutie's saying it can't shock because we took the prongs out, which literally admits it can shock if they weren't removed. Everyone's acting like it's some harmless prop when it's literally a shock collar. Scooter McGavin says, lol, yeah, every time my phone vibrates in my pocket it hurts so bad that I yell in pain. Hasan sits on a throne of lies. Tectone tweets out this screenshot with the caption, spoilers for today's episode to Cutie's leak on Hasan, yes, he will play the victim again. And it's a post from Tucci saying on LSF, you're forgetting the honest/victim route. Okay, yes, I did use the collar. I lied about the initial reason she yelped because I knew people would freak out and do exactly what they're doing right now. Overblow the whole thing and try to once again cancel me. And then, I bought the collar and removed the shock prongs and put electrical tape over them for extra safety. I only used the vibration function, but I knew I couldn't admit that because people would, again, freak out.
Yeah, I mean, it's like every single time Hasan tries to make up some excuse for what happened, it's always like a story change. Or he'll just try to misdirect and concern troll and say that there's a genocide going on in Gaza. Even though there's a chance he may not be able to use that as an excuse anymore, but he'll just find something else in the world to talk about. Guys, there's world hunger going on, so focus your energy on that and don't criticize me. That's like what the next excuse is going to be for Hasan.
Happy now? You got me. Congratulations. Drama Alert tweets out this clip with the caption, Hasan's dog sitter Caroline Kwan claims Hasan is innocent and he didn't shock the dog.
I know it probably doesn't matter to you because you're...
I've seen clips of her before. Like, she talked about, like, Lowell overruled and stuff, and she's like, I don't know, man. Like, I think she's, like, well-intentioned, but, like, I feel like she's so far left to the point where she's kind of toxic. I don't know. That's the vibe I get from her.
You're gonna believe what you want to believe and from the sources you want to believe it from, and that's why, like, doesn't matter what I or anyone else says, but... It's not a shock collar. I've seen that collar. I've used that collar.
There's Cutie Cinderella literally said it was a shock collar. Like, I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Before I've babysat that dog. But again, it doesn't matter. I also said too, you know, I think it was something Hasan didn't realize in the moment that it was going to end up being a shitstorm like this. And so when it happened and people were mentioning in chat, he just did not address it because he, as I said, didn't think this was going to be the result. But that person really typed out XQC the debunker. Yeah. I mean, I also like, I have texts between myself and Boy who was watching Kaya after I watched Kaya, where I was like, oh, this is the collar. You don't have, you know, she doesn't even wear it most of the time.
One, you could show those texts if you really were interested in disproving Hasan. I don't think you really are, though. And two, I don't think that would be good enough because people literally identified the model has shocking capabilities, and Cutie Cinderella, who has a podcast with Hasan, literally said that it had shocking capabilities. There's like several different stories here that just doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. It's such an interesting phenomenon. There are so many people willing to defend Hasan, and it's very strange, man. It's super fucking strange that so many people are just willing to defend Hasan so badly, but there's like 6 different stories, so something just does not make sense here. How the fuck are we even in this position to begin with? It's almost like... This is going to be huge conspiracy brain, but it's almost like Hasan Parker is like the mob boss of Twitch, and everybody is willing to like run defense for them and say, oh yeah, no, Hasan didn't do that, or Hasan didn't do this. But like, people are scared to criticize Hasan because they know his fan base is super fucking rabid and will attack anyone at the worst possible moment. And they'll lose out on Twitch opportunities. So, it's tough. You know what I mean? Like, you're put in like a very awkward position where you have to basically throw away your fucking morality and just like start lying a bunch of along the way if you want to actually make it in Twitch. Maybe it's a good thing that I didn't get as big on Twitch as I could have.
When she's in the house, she has really good recall, like her training, et cetera, et cetera. But it does not matter because it just, as I said, people just dig their heels in even more. It's frustrating.
And Ricky Berwick replies, she uses the same words/terms he uses. Nicholas Durio replies with this screenshot in the caption, Caroline Kwan says she wants to fight in Creator Clash 3.
Oh, come on. This was before Creator Clash 3 got canceled, right?
And Better Balls
And this was before, like, iDubbbz really fucked everyone over.
All replies, she didn't even make the cut. That's how irrelevant and clout hungry she is. And Nick follows up.
I don't even know. Like I said, I think Caroline Kwan is like, I think she's just so far left to the point where she's toxic. That's the vibe I've gotten from her. Like, she probably is legitimately well-intentioned with some of the shit she talks about. I think so. But I feel like she directs that energy in all the wrong places.
According to Kotaku, she was leading the charge in Twitch politics, attaching a quote tweet to the clip we just looked at, saying, "No joke, this is the first time I've heard her name since Kotaku published the hilarious article claiming Caroline Kwan was leading the charge in Twitch's political scene." And it's a title saying, "Twitch is transforming into a home for political commentary, and Caroline Kwan is leading the charge." And Nick follows up, "Big things are changing at Twitch, and Glup Shido is leading the charge." Back to the clip, Donut Operator replies to it by saying, "His dog sitter is a streamer too, huh?" Papa Gut quotes the clip by saying,
"Oh my god, Papa Gut made it in an Internet Versus video?" Oh yeah, dude, I remember this. I remember this clip, and Papa Gut retweeted it, and this blew up. Not only did Taylor Lorenz retweet what Papa Gut said, but Noah Samson also retweeted it, saying that Papa Gut was schizophrenic. It was so funny. Oh man, honestly, like, Papa Gut being based as per usual.
The fact that these people are coming out in defense of Hasan is almost a guarantee that he is pressuring everyone he knows to come forward because he's terrified. And Noah Samson quote tweets Papa Gut by saying, "Mindless Hasan hatred appears to be giving people schizophrenia, because what is this? There's no reasoning with someone that views any form of defense as proof of guilt."
You cannot trust Noah Samson's narrative on anything. I watched a whole video of Noah Samson literally saying that Israeli civilians do not deserve charitability from the Israeli government, and that they all deserve to be, like, wiped out. He literally, Noah Samson hates Jews. Like, he made a whole fucking video on it, like, a while back, and he, like, lied so much in that video. Yeah, I don't really trust Noah Samson, and Papa Gut historically has had pretty good credibility on shit, so I'm gonna believe the guy who has more credibility over Noah Samson, just saying.
That's a crazy person. And Max replies, "Imagine not having real-life friends that would stand up for you in the event of a politically motivated smear campaign."
Wow, it's almost like Twitch doesn't do that, except for if somebody has legitimate power in the Twitch space. Wow.
And convince yourself that these people are providing character testimonies because they're being pressured to.
So true. It's not like Hasan has 3 million followers on Twitch and is one of the biggest streamers on Twitch and has one of the most rabid fan bases on Twitch.
Tectone also posted this clip with the caption, "Another Hasan leak."
I don't know if putting them in a confined space like this together is a good idea, but we're about to see very quickly. She will most likely recognize, she will very quickly learn that that's probably a mistake. Because if she keeps pushing Fiona, Fiona is going to bite. Oh, there we go. Good job, Fiona.
That's honestly fucking insane that, like, Hasan is, like, totally cool with, like, the dogs biting each other. Now, you could make an argument that Hasan is just, like, training the dogs in here. Maybe, and that sometimes happens. Pets fight with each other. I've owned 2 cats who have fought with each other before, so it happens. But, like, it just seems like Hasan just has, like, very little care about it. Like, whenever I saw my 2 cats fighting with each other, I would try to separate that fight. I'd try to be like, enough. Come on, stop it. But Hasan doesn't seem to really care as much in this instance, so I don't know. It just is just... Again, it's like every little detail stacks on top of each other, and it really builds, like, a story that Hasan just is not very mature enough to own animals or pets.
You fucking tell her. One thing I will tell you, I've seen her. Kaya is really funny when she's scared. Being scared, but it gives me anxiety. Maybe it's me. No, I want her to bite her. What do you mean? That they had to chop.
It's so funny. My wife is so funny when she gets scared of me abusing the shit out of her. That's the kind of rhetoric Hasan just spewed there. I hope we understand that. That's like the kind of shit that Hasan said.
Bit. I know Fiona wants out. She's not getting out, though. Fiona snaps at her. She'll just go, ah, 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 and, like, run away. Run away like a fucking goofball crying. It's the funniest thing on the fucking planet. Oh, Fiona, stay in there. She needs to learn. See? See? She wants out.
See?
The wind children.
Anything for stream content, I guess. Jeez.
Did you see that? I want you guys to see what happens when she actually gets scared. It's so fucking funny.
And Nuxtaku replies, nah, Hasan needs to be caged. Imagine how he treats her when he's not broadcasting in front of 30,000 people. Tommy replies to Tectone by saying, last person to defend Hasan, but I honestly don't see an issue here, and your quote is wrong, come on Tech. He's trying to socialize his dog with others, and Kaya needed to learn boundaries. Still think Hasan abuses his dogs and has been begging his orbiters to say something. I just don't think this is evidence that will help your cause.
Maybe. I mean, like I said, there is a little more charitability because animals do fight with each other occasionally and they need to learn boundaries. So I guess Hasan could have been doing that. But like Hasan lies so much to the point where all my charity for him is just gone. Like I'm not really interested in having charity for Hasan whatsoever.
And Sparkle says, this is absolutely not how you socialize dogs. Older dog needs to be extremely well trained to not hurt the puppy. And puppies are overly excited and curious, so they will overstep boundaries. As an owner, you are responsible for preventative measures. In reality, older dogs might accidentally hurt the pup. That's why it's recommended to use some barrier between both dogs so that they are visible to each other but not reachable. It's extremely careless, and he should be the one controlling the situation, not the doggos. And Super Grover says, this just appears to be an older dog correcting a behavior of a young dog. It does not look like there are any actual bites.
Alright, well that's silly. There was definitely a bite, but like I said earlier that like they could potentially be like learning boundaries. So this one is not as damning, but Hasan's reaction to the dogs getting bitten is, I would say, is what's more concerning. Not the behavior of the animals itself.
And Sparkle says, yes, but why is there even a chance of it happening? I am saying it's careless. He even says that has happened before as well, meaning he didn't do any training beforehand but just let it play out. He should be the one in charge, not the other dog for corrective/preventative measures. And Jay says, I don't know how to tell you this, but this is typical dog behavior. Even a mother dog corrects her puppy's actions. Like, have you owned a puppy and an older dog before? The puppy will always fuck around until corrected by the elder dog. Back to the clip though, Potion Dweller replies to it by saying, there's a year and a half of this guy treating his dog like shit and no one noticed it until it yelped from the shock. Like, I know he's insufferable to watch, but none of his viewers went, wait a second, that seems kind of cruel and unusual. Hirsch quotes the clip by saying, I want you guys to see what happens when she actually gets scared. It's so fucking funny. Is dogfighting going to be a new category on Twitch? And Shoe1 replies, they wanted leftist Joe Rogan but got leftist Michael Vick. Humble Servant says, yo, PETA, ASPCA, can y'all actually live up to your name please? Meme Bastard says, I'd like to see Hasan in a cage with Sam Hyde like this. Let's see who cancels who.
Yeah, it really does. I don't know, man. It really seems like this is, we might be seeing, like, I know I fucking don't like Tectone. He said the same thing. I really fucking hate Tectone. This might be one of the biggest Twitch cover-ups I think we've ever seen. It's potentially that. It could very well be, it could very well be, like, some weird cases of Twitch streamers just genuinely not seeing it as a shot color, but even that's giving them a little too much credit. I feel like we're seeing some huge, I'm getting huge cover-up vibes. This is really, like, something weird. I mean, at what point are we finally going to admit that Hasan is just a danger to have on the Twitch platform, and that he's, like, just not good to have whatsoever? I mean, he literally admitted to going to a fucking P. Diddy party, and everybody seemed totally chill with that earlier. Then he fucking, like, was saying that America deserved 9/11. He was having constant calls to violence all the time. He radicalizes the fuck out of his audience, and his audience is, like, super parasocial to him. It's like, at what point? And not to mention, so many streamers feel the need to sweep for him because he's, like, such a big content creator for the platform. I know Twitch is not going to do anything because Hasan makes them a fuck ton of money, but at what point is, like, are we finally gonna, like, see some action happen, right? Like, Hasan has very clearly proven himself to be, like, such a danger to the fucking platform in, like, so many different ways, and it's only going to continue to get worse, because there's going to continue to be more and more situations happening with him.
Grums quoted Tectone by saying, Hasan—
God, not Grums. Grums is, like, a super anti-woke person that he literally cried. I'm not even kidding. He is so anti-woke that he cried about Battlefield 6 not having an option to mute female volume or male volume voice lines. I'm not even kidding. He got that upset at a game being... He is so anti-woke that he is just gay, I guess. You know, it's the same logic as, you know, going so far left that you go right. You're so anti-woke that you become woke. You're like, you hate hearing women in games that you just want to hear men only and want to be gay, basically.
Hasan put Kaya in a cage with an older dog and laughed when she was chased/got bit. Mao also posts a clip and Omni quotes it by saying, "This is pretty common in dog training and is called social correcting. What I was taught is to give each dog their own safe space and resources. These interactions should be monitored. The pets should be separated if the correction escalates too far. I think this is the least damaging Hasan clip, and my only observation is that the dogs need a bit more space to claim their separate territories." And Danny replies, "For dogs that size, that space is way too small. You can get some baby gates and make a bigger perimeter around the rim and give them their own beds. This kind of setup can lead to resource guarding since there's only one bed for the two of them." And Omni says, "Agreed. They're being placed in a shared zone with no retreat, which keeps both dogs on edge without being able to adjust their comfort levels. Some animal trainers think this setup is fine and have their own reasonings. This feels a bit too much brute force-ish to me." Tectone then quote tweets himself, following up with another clip in the caption, "A dog trained to bite when threatened from birth will repeat the same behavior as an adult." Footage of Hasan's failed training of his dog lashing out and attacking another dog, even though his orbiters are claiming it's the best trained, most spoiled dog ever, and he can't even control it right next to him without electrocution. Attaching.
This might also seem like a bit of a reach in my part, but I genuinely think every clip I see Kaya in, Kaya looks extremely depressed. I don't know, maybe I'm reading too deep into it, maybe I'm not good at reading dog emotions, so again, take that with a grain of salt, but like every single clip I see Hasan show off Kaya, Kaya just looks uber fucking depressed to be there. And I don't know, maybe I'm bad at reading emotions, but it just seems like, try to watch every single dog clip that Kaya's in, try to watch every single instance Hasan shows off Kaya, and try to like, I guess you would probably see it as well. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm reading too deep into it. Maybe I'm not good at reading dog emotions. So take that one with a grain of salt. Don't take that as fact, but still.
This clip.
No, I'm just waiting because he doesn't want to
Nobody gets it now. Okay, now I really want it spot after. Yeah, maybe we should put it on the counter. Yeah,
I don't think this clip is that damning, personally, with Kaya lashing out or whatever. I think this one is just reaching. I feel like dogs fight sometimes. Any normal pet owner in the real world would have the same, like a similar situation happen. This sort of stuff just happens. I don't think this one is as damning for Hasan, personally, but okay. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like Tectone's kind of just reaching with this one.
What's this?
I knew the chicken was gonna be a problem. I was telling Cutie.
Jimmy, very good.
All right, wait. Now,
No, I don't think this one's as damning, personally. I'm not really sold on this one.
I know, she's got the gun.
All right, everyone put their gifts up.
And Itish Paul replies right in front of Ray. So she didn't ask what the green light is, or she already knew. He did that in a room full of people. No one asked about it. Ludwig and Ray looking directly at it.
Well, nobody asked about it because it's normal in the real world for dogs to fight sometimes. Like, I don't know why they would feel the need to ask about it. Again, I'm not saying that Hasan isn't or is abusive to his dog. I mean, he more than likely is abusive to Kaya. Like, there's a lot of signs that point towards Hasan being abusive. But, like, this clip, I'm not really sold on this clip. This clip just seems like it's reaching a little bit.
Yi tweets out this clip with the caption, "Asmongold predicts the future of those who defended Hasan in Collargate."
It is funny for me to see all this happen and to see these people tripping and falling over each other to try to defend this behavior. I think it's going to continue, unfortunately, and I think that to the extent that it does continue, you will have all these people increasingly damage their image, which is the only thing that they care about, and I think that it will have a lasting effect. I think people will remember this, people will keep bringing it up, and even 2 or 3 years from now, they might not want to hear this, but it's going to be true. 2 or 3 years from now, people are going to make YouTube videos and talk about the fact that you did this, and they're going to remember it, and people in the comments are going to remember it, and they're going to shit on you for it, and they're going to say this bad stuff about it to you for it, and there's nothing you can do about it at this point because you've already decided to position yourself in this way, and that's it. And also, by the way, think about all of the bad things that I've done. People still remember all of those. Think about all of the bad things that other streamers have done. People still remember all of those. Do you really think this is going to be so different? It won't be.
I guess props to Asmongold for having a thick skin. Like, Asmongold's not really easily offended. I guess that's one thing I do admire about Asmongold is that he does have a thick skin, and he is able to take criticism, even though I don't really like Asmongold, and I think a lot of his takes fucking suck. Like, literally, he was, I like, one of the recent bad takes he had was, like, trying to perpetrate, like, a victim complex that immigrants come to America to try to disrupt the economy or, like, to try to disrupt our way of life here in America. It was like this like weird victim complex that Asmongold was perpetrating, and I just don't agree. That's like such a disconnected take. But I guess, I don't know, I guess Asmongold is able to do it. I just don't really get angry at Asmongold takes anymore. Because I know he just says a lot of hot takes for people to clip it and then have it blow up and then him to get like more money out of it. I don't really, it's just not worth putting energy into. And that's really what I feel about Asmongold. It's just, it doesn't really feel like worth it to do that.
And Atuka replies, all those people IMO do deserve their careers to be in the red and declined because of all of this. Still alleged, but the evidence in my alleged opinion is damning. And I Hate Nerds replies, outside of his bubble, the consensus seems to be near unanimous that he did it. I don't think many people who aren't already Hasan's sycophants are going to look favorably on these people defending him. They are alienating normal people for his limited audience. Then Best Friend tweets out, Cutie Cinderella and Ludwig pressed FaZe Clan for making her talk about Hasan Piker shocking his dog Kaya, attaching this clip.
Ludwig, you said you want to do a stream with me too? I'm down.
Not after that clip you farmed on me, you asshole.
What?
Oh, that's tough. Damn. I mean, to be fair though, Cutie Cinderella kind of fucked herself over. So like the fact that she's blaming someone else for a question that she answered, I don't know, Cutie Cinderella. You could have just been like, I don't know too much about it, and you could have just like had plausible deniability. I feel like the plausible deniability route would have probably been better instead of just like you trying to cover for Hasan, because clearly you're not a very good liar.
I didn't even form a clip on her,
I ain't gonna lie, I did.
I taught her how to get sturdy. What'd you do?
Jason, I want you to know I got home and I said to Letta, I said Jason wasn't there to save me.
Wait, which one? Wait.
I wasn't there to save
what
you.
Clip? What clip?
It was Ron.
It was Ron and Lacey.
Wait, was it about
Lacey, you brought it up, silky little bitch.
It wasn't even me. It was Ray that brought it up.
Wait, hold on.
What did y'all do?
I'm not gonna lie, I did.
Hey, hold on.
I did
All
hear
I said
Rage.
was like, how do we all feel about the situation?
He brought it up.
No, listen. When then Ron was like, okay, so is it good or is it bad? So you don't have an opinion? So that's what it was.
You're using me as a
Deeper.
scapegoat. You're using me as a scapegoat. You're using me as a scapegoat.
Silky's innocent then.
Wait, so I'm not innocent?
Hell no, you're not.
Bitch, you're not innocent.
What the?
Yeah. I mean, hey.
It don't matter. We ride for.
God. These guys are obviously fucking goofing around.
QT, it don't matter, gang. They come for QT, they come for all of us.
Facts,
Fuck y'all
Facts,
niggas.
bro.
Fuck them clip pages. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them clip pages.
Tell them what you told Sin and Emery, Jay.
Oh, if they fuck with Cutie and Lower, then they fuck with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the toughest, bro.
That's a fact.
That's a hero, man.
Okay.
You got Jason's protection. That's powerful.
Thanks. I don't have Jason's protection. I have NMS.
That's Mr. 100K, bro.
Yeah, I'm going for you next, bro.
Are you gonna crack me?
Yo.
Hey, yo.
Wait, why Ludwig?
And Ashrio replies, is Hasan the fucking boogeyman? Why are Ludwig and Cutie so scared, lol?
I don't know, man. Cutie Cinderella was just like, she slipped up and now she's blaming other people for her fuck up, basically.
And Best Friend says, it's not only him though, he might be lol. Kay says, a typical Hasan dick rider, tries to blame everybody else. Lucas says, Ludwig does not like when people talk about his wife's boyfriend. No, there's even
That's fucking unhinged, alright.
more breaking right now with the whole Collargate thing. Apparently there's a clip going around right now where Hasan says that she actually was never even wearing the shock collar at all in the first clip. So
Oh, yeah. I'm sure people are gonna believe that one, yeah.
I'm gonna break that down and show all the internet's reactions to that and give you an episode on that tomorrow. Subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss it. I'm trying my best to keep up with everything constantly breaking on this story. I'll see you guys there. But for now, shout out to our tier 3 members, internet representatives at Kiko, Salsal, Dakota's Bandito, and Captain Crash Out. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you all in the next episode.
Alright, cool. Good shit.